Friends, welcome in geological knowledge. So in the last video we have discussed about the physical properties of coal, or the microscopic properties of the coal, or microscopic constituents of the coals. And if you have not revised that video, just go into the playlist of geology paper third, and you can revise it, or you can watch the video. And the continuation of that discussion about the economic geology, and especially the uh, deposits, or the ore deposits containing in the Indian subcontinent. Today's discussion is based on the mineralogy of manganese deposits. Actually, this video consists of two parts. In the first video, we will talk about the mineralogy of the manganese deposits and the types of, or the classification. And in the second video, we will discuss in detail about the distribution and occurrence of manganese deposits in Indian craton, or Indian subcontinent, or we can say in Indian peninsula. So let's start our discussion, and it's very important in terms of geology, GSI, UPSC GSI combined geoscientist exam मेंस एग्जामिनेशन. एक्चुअली अभी डेट तो नहीं आई है, ठीक है, एंड अभी प्रेडिक्ट करना भी मुश्किल है जब तक लॉकडाउन है. वी कैन नॉट प्रेडिक्ट द एग्जैक्ट डेट, और वी कैन नॉट इवन speculate the dates. But let's go into our preparation and start our discussion of today's lecture. So if we talk about manganese, so there are more than 100 minerals, known minerals, which contain manganese, but the most important ones which we will discuss are given here. So silomalene, most important one is pyrolusite, that is MnO2, okay, and magnetite, that is Mn2O3.H2O, that is written in green color, and silomalene, that is MnO2.2H2O. Silomalene is also known as the massive hard manganese oxides. So formula being the MnO.MnO2.2H2O. Okay, then hosmenite, okay, VAD. And what is VAD? VAD is very important for the objective purpose. VAD is the massive earthy form of manganese oxides. So what is VAD? That is the soft massive manganese oxide. Okay, brownite, that is Mn2O3.MnSiO3, and VAD we have discussed about. Rhodochrosite, that is carbonate mineral, MnCO3, and benentite. Brownite is the black to steel gray colored mineral with a metallic cluster with hardness ranging from 6 to 6.5. And when we talk about silomalene, it's a hydrous magnetate. So what is silomalene? Silomalene is the hydrous manganese magnetate. So we can say silomalene as the hydrous manganese mineral. This is also important for your objective purpose, that silomalene is hydrous in nature, which is manganese magnetate, and it has a black mineral with a submetallic to dull luster, and its specific gravity of about 4.5 to 4.5, and hardness ranges from 5 to 5.5. And the most important one, pyrolusite, MnO2, is the oxide of manganese. We all know about pyrolusite. So because of its sulfur fixing, deoxidizing, and the alloy properties, the principal use of manganese is very important. So it's basically used in iron and steel manufacturing because of its sulfur fixing and deoxidizing and alloying properties. Relatively small amount of manganese and different manganese compounds are utilized in the manufacture of other metallic alloys. जो मैग्नीज जो relatively small amount of manganese and different other manganese compounds, they are utilized in manufacture industry like metal alloys, animal feeds, soil conditioners, dyes and paints, pharmaceuticals, dry cell batteries. It's most important use in dry cell batteries and as a coloring material in pottery, tiles or the bricks. सो इसका जो यूज़ है वो कभी कभी पूछा भी गया है एक दो बार एग्जाम में. तो जो सबसे मेन यूज इसका है वो है ड्राई सेल बैटरीज में. ओके, so let's discuss about the classification of the manganese ore deposits in India, that where they are occurring, means their classification and in what type of rocks they are being preserved or they are being mined. So there are basically three types of deposits which are recognized. Okay, the most important one of them is the Archean rocks, deposits associated with the Archean rocks including the gondites. Okay, and the deposits associated with the cordurites, and the third one the lateroid type deposits. Okay, जो तीन टाइप हैं deposits of manganese, they are Archean rocks which include gondites, and deposits which are associated with cordurites and the lateroid type deposits. Okay, so we will discuss with one by one. The first type of deposit is easily the most important because the principal ore minerals are bronite and silomelene with some amount of cryptomelene and pyrolusite. जो main mineral है, the main mineral being the bronite and silomelene. The manganese ore deposits of Srikakulam district in Andhra Pradesh belong to the second type and they are associated with the Khondalites. Okay, they are occurring in the Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh and they are associated with the second type of Khondalite types. The deposits of Garbham and Garivdi and Kodur belong to this group. The principal mineral being the silomelene and pyrolusite, and with minor amounts of other minerals like bronite. So based on the mode of occurrence, that what are their mode of occurrence, Geological Survey of India has now classified the manganese deposits of India into the following four major groups. Okay, they have been classified in four major groups. So first one is syngenic gondite or syngenic gonditic deposits. So they occur in the spessarite, rhodonite or quartz, which is the gondite. So gondite का जो composition है, gondite is a spessarite quartz rock which is formed as a result of the metamorphism of magniferous sediments. ओके, जो गोंडाइट का क्लासिफिकेशन है, सॉरी, जो गोंडाइट का कॉम्पोजिशन है, दैट इज स्पेसराइट, रोडोनाइट, क्वार्ट्ज. They are associated with highly metamorphosed saucer series of rocks in Balaghat, Chhindwara, Jabalpur and Jhabua district of MP, and Bhandara and Nagpur district of Maharashtra, and its extension have been found to the equivalents in the Panchmahal and Sarabkantha and Banaskantha district of Gujarat, and in some parts of Banswara or Savai Madhopur district of Rajasthan. So they are occurring in the western limb of Indian subcontinent, and most important one being in the MP and Maharashtra region, that is Nagpur, Chhindwara, Jabalpur and Jhabua district. Second one is the syngenic reef type deposits. They are of hybrid origin and they are associated with highly metamorphosed cordurite suits of rock. So cordurites, what is the composition of cordurites? That is feldspar, spandite and apatite, means phosphorus bearing, and they are occurring in Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam district, Adilabad and Hyderabad district of Andhra Pradesh. So their occurrence is very important. Cordurites are cordierite shoots are distributed among the Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam, Adilabad and Hyderabad district of Andhra Pradesh. And when we talk about the distribution of cordierite shoots in Odisha, that is in Koraput and Bolangir district of Odisha. So these places are actually important because sometimes in objective type question they are being given for the matching types. On one type, on the first one side you will have been given the name of the place, and the second line or the second side you will have been given the name of the deposit. So in matching words they are very important. And third one is the replacement type. Okay, and replacement type, they are represent the iron ore series of Jamda Koira Valley in Singhbhum and Odisha and Dharwar and Karnataka and some part of Goa. So जो replacement type है which makes most of the form of iron ore series in Jamda Koira Valley of Singhbhum and Odisha, and mainly in the Dharwars in Karnataka and Goa. So deposits of Keonjhar and Sundargarh district of Odisha, North Kanara, Bellary, Hospet, Tumkur and Chitradurga and Ratnagiri district and some part of Goa belong to this group, which are of replacement deposits. And most important one is the iron ore series of Bihar and Odisha. This is very important, and you have to keep in your mind that replacement type deposits occur in the iron ore series of Singhbhum and Odisha, and the places being Jamda and Koira Valley. Jamda and Koira Valley is also very important for the occurrence of replacement type manganese deposits. And the last one, which is also very important, laterite type. So these deposits occur within the lateritic capping and or of the residual origin. Okay, and they are the supergene or the lateritic, they are of supergene enrichment or the capping and or the residual origin associated with all the above deposits. They may occur in separate regions, and also they may occur in the above deposits ABC, where we have discussed replacement type and reef type syngentic deposits or the syngentic gonditic type. So they may occur in association with lateritic deposits. In general, if we talk about, so Indian manganese ore is basically hard and lumpy and is quite suitable for metallurgical industries. That's why their main significant use or the important uses are in the metallurgical industry because of their hard and lumpy and quite suitable. So except in some deposits as those of Balaghat, North Kanara, Sandur and a few other, the phosphorus content is usually high. Okay, जो हमने भी डिस्कस भी किया, we have discussed is that mainly the apatite region. Okay, gondite type में जो apatite है, there the content of phosphorus is very high. And similarly the iron ore content is also comparatively high, so that only a few deposits produce ore suitable for use in the battery and chemical manufacturing. So जो iron content जिसमें ज़्यादा है, that is iron ore series of Bihar and Odisha, that is few deposits produce ore suitable for because of the high iron content. Okay, which are suitable for use in the battery and chemical manufacturing. So this was about the distribution, this was about the classification or the types of deposits, what types of deposits are occurring in Indian subcontinent. And in next video we will discuss about the important manganese deposits of India. Okay, thank you, we will meet in the next video.